breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. And off comes to Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Flushed out right. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. They go play action with Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Jackson. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And they can't bring him down. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. It's Edwards. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Play action. It's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Run play action. Fields.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on third down, Fields. Pressure gets to him again. Justin Matabike. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on fourth down. Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Akeem Hicks showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Fields on first down.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. There he goes left side.
You'll get nothing.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive,
as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
On the return, Devin Duvernay.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Jackson now off the bootleg.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To the right side, this is Edwards. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Fields. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the counter, it's Edwards. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
It's caught outright by Graham. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 39, Fields.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Jackson now. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the Bears are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. On first down, Fields.
He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 41's coming.
Here's Fields. And left side here, it's Graham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, Fields. It's an 8-yard. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And some room to work. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.